power, peace and power. Salute, peace and power. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Peace and power to the people that struggle. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. As you come on in, know that this is a safe space. Know that this is a space for learning and getting learned up. Know that this is a space for educating and being educated. Know that this is a space for conversation, questions and answers, comments and concerns, dialogue. This is a space of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. A space of truth, love, hello, right. This is a space of integrity. Your space. A space where we are working towards a united path for true and absolute liberation. As my classroom assistants, come on in. Please keep all contact information in the chat throughout and for the duration of class. Please keep all funding information, links, hashtags, green screens, grams that got money, pals that pay. Listen, Morse code, SOS, send a kite. Keep all funding information in the chat throughout and for the duration of class. Fund this war effort. We at war. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, please book an assessment. Don't wait till it's too late. Don't wait until you're on the hood of a hot po car. Don't wait until you get maced. Don't wait until you get tased. Don't wait till you get the pink slip. Don't wait. Book an assessment. If you or anybody you know is in need of a domestic violence intervention, please book an assessment. Stop running around with the kids crying behind you. Snotty nose, stop it, mama, stop it, daddy, stop it. No, stop cutting up. Stop having them call the in-laws and the rest of the family. Stop it. Book an assessment. If you or anybody you know is in need of an intimate relationship abuse consultation and counseling, please book an assessment. Yes, learn the warning signs. The behaviors that should alarm you. Characters and characteristics that should heighten your awareness. Damn it, people, places, events that should, spark your alertness. Like, hold on, this ain't right. Remember, with the information, the life that you save could be your own. How do what's going on? 3:55. I'm going to speed this through as quick as I can. I ain't got time to be messing with y'all today. Yeah, I ain't got time for y'all today. The sun is out. The knowledge is out. I need some on my skin so I can nicely be brown again. Yeah, I need to get that brown on my skin. Yeah, how y'all do? What's going on with you? We got only a couple of people to tag today. But before I get to tagging, I have to send my love, my warmth, my embrace to my brothers of the Bonner family, right? To my pen workman brothers, my brothers Keith and Greg Bonner. We know today we are acknowledging and celebrating the anniversary of our older brother Tim. Right? We miss you, Tim. Tim Bonner. We miss you. We miss you. We miss you. Hurry up back. Okay? This is the 4th or 5th anniversary of his passing, his birthday, born day, and man, miss my brother Tim. So Keith and Greg, you know I'm with y'all. You dig? You know I salute y'all. And the rest of us in Penn Workman who have been blessed to have had Tim in our lives, you know, and make sure that we was right and exact coming up. Yeah, we all know. We know what it is today. You dig? Now, the hell is going on now? When we speaking of class, we got the tag. Dawn Robinson, bring your ass to class. Yeah, come to class, Dawn. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Your little wash rag, your little tub, whatever you got, come to class. Yeah. Come on. Come on down. Uh, 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 who else got to come to class? Oh, Karl Kani. Yeah, Karl Kani. Yeah. Bring your ass to class. Come on. Come on. Come on. What we gonna stop doing, y'all gonna stop playing on social media. Y'all gonna stop with the clout. I'm telling you. Certain things I let slide, other things I do not. Definitely not. Definitely not. And what you're not gonna play with, okay, is the nation of gods and earths. We not gonna do that. We not gonna do that. Nah. You understand? So while y'all tag them, let's see who in class. Tag each other, damn it. Tag each other. Let each other know y'all in class. Tap out y'all little blunts and black and miles and whatever you got. Get up in the classroom. Twist up the cap on your wine. Yeah. Your Wild Irish Rose drinking asses. Yeah, close it up, damn it, because you need to pay attention today. Yeah, you gonna pay attention today. Let's see who's up in class. Tierra the Young and T Green. We see you. First in class, Jeff Sparks. What up, Jeff? We see you. Who? Leah. Leah? Yeah, we see you. 55. First 55. Got him. God damn, we got Bam Wood, Philly in the building. What up, Bam? Corey Grant. What's going on? We see you. Philip Boone. What up? See Blaze the sniper. Ha ha. S. Beckles all the way from London. The UK's up in the building. UK Monster. What's going on? How you? We see you out there. What it do? God damn it, y'all. We got London. Big London is in the spotty spot. Magic, what up? K Hayes, what up, Hayes? We see you. Derek O'Neill. What up? Much appreciation. A Wood, what up, A Wood? Terrell Williams, we see you. Mr. Mac, 1, 2, 3, what up? Yeah, Dust Fro, yeah, we see you. Hey, Will, we see you. Sean Jenkins, what up? We see you. Official Biz, peace. Hey, Ghoster, what up? Sheen, Helly, came in. First responders, big up. What up? Canada, the North Country, saving lives. That's what we talking about. Salute. Bernie, what up, Bernie? How can be? What's going on? Peace. George Johnson. Superstar Rail 55. 55, Rail 55. Rick Gatlin, what up? What up? Ahmad, what up, what? We see you. Fax Packs TV, what up? We see you. The buyer 55. 55, the buyer 55. Yeah. Moo, what up, Moo? We see you. Hawkeye 720, what's going on? Bushhead, what up? Stephen Gill, 55. Rick Gatlin, what up? Stephen Gill, 55. Stephen Gill, 55. For GP, damn it, we see you. What up? Miss Lovelace, what's going on? Louis Skaggs, 55. Louis Skaggs, 55. Yeah, Vitamin Vision TV. Cookie, what up? Construction Site Media TV, what up? Yeah, 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 we see you. What's going on? What's happening? What up? Yeah, uh-oh. Malk, what up, Malk? We see you. Uh-huh. What's going on? Who? Grab bag. St. Louis. What up? What up? Ricky Hugo. What up, brother-in-law? What's going on? We see you. Yes, sir. Yeah. Break every chain. Peace and power. Oh, to Mal Saunders. Yeah. We see you. We see y'all. Let's get it popping. Now, we already know. We already know what's going on. It's been circulating. It's been viral. And many people are in disbelief. In disbelief. Dawn Robinson, formerly of EnVogue, most definitely the most recognizable of the four, has just made a viral video talking about her housing situation, says she's been living in the whip for 3 years. Yeah, Titi Santiago, I see you. Yeah. Yeah, we see you. Okay? 3 years. To the dismay of so many people. People are like, what? Hold on, wait a minute. Dawn? EnVogue? Now, I keep telling y'all, those who have dreams of being in the entertainment industry machine, be mindful. Be mindful that is not all that is cracked up to be. Even in the era of Diddy, people still want to take a shot. Now we know and we've heard of story after story after story of people not getting their just due. Have all of the fame, all of the makeup, all of the videos and performances on big global stages, and don't have a coin to their name. This isn't new. God damn it, is not new. Okay? People have been busted, robbed of their integrity, of their souls, and definitely of their labor. Because whether you want to believe it or not, the entertainment industry is a job. Okay? It is a job. Though many enjoy it, it is still labor. It's physically taxing. It's mentally taxing. And as we have learned over the years, it's very taxing on the grippers. For most. Yeah. Trust and believe. It ain't a walk in the park when somebody's trying to take them grippers after dark. It's taxing. Yeah, we know that. Okay? Yeah. We've heard of some of our greats ending up broke. Matter of fact, I have not seen anybody ride off into the sunset with a bag of money. Not yet. Especially from the artist side. Now, we already know the executives, producers, managers, they seem to get away with it. They seem to slip past. But for an artist, I've yet to see anybody, any one of them, ride off into the sunset unscathed. Usually, many are unalived, many are unalived, penniless, or they end up penniless, starving somewhere, while they're still within our sights. So such as this lady here, Dawn Robinson. Now, I don't know about y'all, but damn it, the first time I saw EnVogue, man, ooh-wee. I said, who the hell is that? They burst onto the scene something magnificent. And they burst onto the scene not through radio, but through video. We saw them before we heard them. I don't know about in Cali, but damn it, we saw them before we heard them. And I said, oh my goodness, damn it, where they come from. Black spandex dresses, brown legs, beautiful, strong voices, a cappella, doom, 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 woo! Damn it, who is them? Who is them? And they blew up immediately. Immediately. Hit after hit. Album was a monster. Okay? Award show after award show, they had it. And they had it because why? They could really actually blow. They could blow live and was reminiscent of what that old fake group. What was their name? What was those sisters' names that sung in harmony? You know, them blonde old face. Wasn't the Stewart sisters? What was they damn name? Help me out here. Help me out here. Y'all know them little chicks that shooby-dooby-dooby-doo and all that in them old black and white movies. Huh? The Andrews sisters. See, I be trying to let y'all help me out. The Andrews sisters and all that, you know. They was blowing. Loved them. And of course, as we, as black folk tend to do, as black men tend to do, look at people for specific features. So what do? Damn, who's the one with the cat eyes? Who the one with the cat eyes? Squinting and all that. Yeah, who that? And we, through the interviews, through reading the trade magazines and the such, we get to naming them, right? And everybody had their favorite. Everybody had their favorite. Some like Terry. Some like Cindy, right? Everybody like Dawn. Dawn was that girl. And not too many knew who Max was. But she wasn't no slow leak either. And they did their numbers. And of course, as we believe, we would think that they was getting that bread, especially back then when people who weren't in the industry didn't know how grimy it was, didn't know that most of these individuals were going to be broke and brokenhearted. So fast forward to 2, almost 3 albums. We were all shocked and surprised when we got word that Dawn was leaving EnVogue, leaving the group. Wow. Everybody was like, oh, word, for real, for real? Then she leaving? Yeah. Leaving. Now, at a specific time, when I was very, very in the industry, in the back rooms, in the studios, backstages and all that, we was hearing whispers back there. We was hearing whispers that she liked to had a little bit of a habit. That's what it came. That's what insiders found out and said. She was a little difficult to work with. And difficult to work with because, again, how they presented the group to us, sister, girl power, many of them were not actually that. They were actually good or square and not as urban as we thought they were. So there's no surprise when I heard she liked that Kid Andy. Yeah. And she left the group. Now, several things was happening and several different interviews later, people started to get a little more info on who she was. Yeah, that white stuff. Yeah, that cloud. In one interview, she said, I'm in control of who I am. A tiny woman with a big singing voice and a multi-octave range. Miss Robinson sits on the couch in a spacious loft warehouse that she began renting a year ago after the Southern California house she purchased in 1995 went into foreclosure because she could no longer meet the monthly note of just under $2,000. Now, 1995, a house, $2,000 in Cali. So, she already had lost a crib in 1995. This is 2025. Okay? 2025. So it looked like her finances been a little suspect for a long time. How does somebody who was part of a multi-platinum singing group not be able to afford rent, mortgage, and things like that? I'm going to tell you how. In March 1997, Dawn decided to part ways with the group due to contractual challenges and signed with Dr. Dre's Aftermath label. She lent her vocals to the firm's Firm Biz, which sampled Tina Marie's Square Biz. Now, there were always whispers that EnVogue was in a TLC type deal. Their managers, their producers, too old face. Okay? Who had a lot of control over the numbers. So now you're in a group where you're not particularly writing the music, you're performing. So they didn't have much ownership, if any. All right? David Foster was one of them. and notorious for using urban artists, giving him a pop sound and making sure he gets most of the cash. Okay? So they signed a deal and production stuff with them. Then she leaves the group and signs what they are saying Aftermath, which she says she really didn't. She signed an Interscope. So listen, you go from David Foster to Jimmy Iovine, 2 different contracts. I just want you to see how many times she's going to put her name on this dotted line, and we'll come back to it. Okay? So we could only imagine what was going on. Now they said, and she said she left the group because she was trying to tell the other members that we were getting beat. That the old phase, that the industries was taking our bread and we need to get up out of it. And the others wouldn't listen. Right? So it wasn't so much of a TLC deal, but more like an NWA type deal. But instead of going somewhere where she could get some help, she went right to the doctor. Grippergate. We all know in this day and time, Dr. Dre's Grippergate. Jimmy Iovine is Grippergate. Now, every time you sign a contract, there's an expectation that you are part of Grippergate. So we see she's 2 contracts in already, okay? Dawn's artistic journey continued in 1999 when she appeared in the film Life and recorded the jazz classic Drop Me Off in Harlem. Later that year, she joined Lucy Pearl and their self-titled debut album in May of 2000 achieved remarkable sales worldwide. Dance Tonight, the lead single, reached number 5 on the R&B singles chart and 35 on the Billboard Hot 100. EnVogue contract, the Interscope contract, and now she signs with Lucy Pearl. Lucy Pearl's success led to a U.S. and international tour, including appearances on the renowned shows like The Tonight Show with Jay Leno, The Chris Rock Show, and later with Jules Holland. Don't Mess With My Man, their second single, made waves in the UK and France, along with a strong showing in the US. However, history repeated itself with Lucy Pearl shortly after releasing their second single. Dawn left due to compensation issues, signaling the end of her time with the group. Now, if she keeps having compensation issues, means she's not getting bread outright, or the bread that she's getting, she's doing something with. You can't keep being part of a successful act in the industry and don't have no bread. Something wrong. Something wrong. You make that make sense. Look at anybody in your family, in your community that you know that gets a good bag or two. What, man, but they just not right. They never keep a car. They're always trying to get a one-shot deal. Bar and sugar and all that type of shit. Somebody got to ask the question, yo, are you smoking? You crunching? Damn it, you work for transit. You getting more money than everybody in the project. How come you always twisted? It's a red flag. Okay? What's going on? I'll tell you what's going on. You meeting somebody around the corner. Yeah. And it ain't your landlord. It ain't no investment banker. Something going on. But you playing now. You playing. Now. In one of these interviews, she was wearing a Marilyn Manson t-shirt with the Marilyn Manson menacing face framed in actual safety pins. She said, I'm a fan of his personality. I love anybody who's rebellious and doesn't allow you to put them in a box. So she's rebellious. She don't like to be put in a box. However, she's in a system that when you sign your name on the dotted line, there's an expectation. Okay? There's an expectation for you to do what needs to be done in order to keep the act rolling. They tell you the show must go on. So it doesn't matter how disgruntled you are. Do y'all remember how many times we saw TLC at the apex of their career? They was working those girls like mules. And they always had the front. They always had the smile. The show went on because they fans loved them. And they were penniless. They were broke, but they were showing up. So we have to start questioning what happened to this woman here. What was she doing? How do you get in a situation like that? Because, mind you, if she's saying that their contracts was messed up, that they wasn't getting compensation, none of the other bros bounced anywhere for a minute. They were stuck in whatever they signed. I don't see none of them homeless or crying or saying they living out the whip. None of them. You see Cindy? Terry? Max? Huh? None of them. Why only you? And you had several shots. Every time she signed, I'm sure she got some type of advance. Okay? Okay? Right? Let's continue. Interview, they asked her, what caused the breakup of Lucy Pearl? I think I trusted him too much. Him, Raphael Sadiq. I think I trusted him too much and didn't look at the contract as closely as I should have. So that's why Lucy Pearl fell apart. I love that project though beyond words. The music, the look, and sound was put together by us. Everything was our likeness. EnVogue was an audition and other people's ideas of what we should be. But Lucy Pearl was organic. I really wish that would have worked out. So she's 3 contracts in to the industry. 3 Grippergate contracts. Here she go. Robinson calls Sadiq, who had been the bass player in her band when she was working in San Francisco gay clubs as a teenager before EnVogue. So, okay, so we see that already. I keep telling y'all, here we go. Grippergate, early on. Nepotism. She knew Raphael Sadiq. He played bass when she was working in San Francisco, in the Bay Area, in gay clubs as a teenager before EnVogue. So you already know the expectations of the industry. You're from Cali. You was working in gay clubs as a teenager. You understood music. That's where you know him from. And this is somebody you signed your 3rd contract with. All right? He is one of the best musicians ever. She spent a year with his group cutting an album that sold 600,000 copies and did 3 world tours. World tours. Okay? World tours. Where's your bread? But she says she made so little money with that trio that she couldn't even make her mortgage. Okay, so now Raphael is doing the production. Ali Shaheed Muhammad probably got production and writers credits. Listen, you had to get something. You can't tell me that y'all, seasoned veterans of the industry, who all might have been beat. I don't know what Tony signed. But I do know that Raphael Sadiq, as a youngin', played with Prince. These are not dummies in the industry. Ali Shaheed Muhammad signed with Jive and was beat and worked with others as a producer. I know. Y'all know the numbers. So when Lucy Pearl came together, y'all all been in the industry, well seasoned. Y'all ain't getting no chips. Come on now. Come on now. She continues, I think I'm more hurt by Lucy Pearl than I was by EnVogue. EnVogue was a situation that was put together and it was run by other people. It set us up. No one would have ever known who I was had it not been for EnVogue. I'm thankful, but at the same time, I just think that it was too much dictatorship and not enough love and not enough sharing in the wealth that came in, which mean them old face beat you in the EnVogue situation. After that, you went to Interscope, and we know they beat you. We know that for a fact. Interscope beat everybody, beat Pop, everybody. Yeah. So now with the Lucy Pearl, where's your attorney on this? It seems to me that you're not about your business. We have to honestly make that assessment. Nobody's traveling through so many different entities of the industry and you ain't on your money game. Now, if you are on your money game, where it went? Where it went? Huh? Something ain't right. Okay? Now, again, the rumors, whether y'all heard it or not, whether y'all was in the industry at a certain level or not, yeah, it was rumors you very difficult to work with, probably, more than likely, didn't go to the parties. I don't know. I doubt it very much. I am to believe that early on in the game, there was no escaping the parties, especially for her. For them to keep taking chances, to keep taking a shot on her talent, somebody got them grippers. I'm almost certain. Almost certain. Fast forward, the question is asked, is there any chance that EnVogue can regroup? No. Just like any other relationship, that is over, we're over. You just don't go back to a job unless they're offering you an offer you can't refuse. But because there is so much personal stuff that transpired over the year, not just what's seen in the public eye, I don't have a need to go back to something that hurt me so bad. Once you move on, you move on. I was the one trying to tell everyone to look over their contracts. So she was telling them in EnVogue to look over the contracts. but you ain't look over the contract with Jimmy Iovine and Interscope. Then you didn't look over the contract with Raphael Sadiq. But you was telling them that in EnVogue. Hear me out now. Make this make sense. Now, I was the only one trying to tell everyone to look over their contracts. Think about it before making a move, but nobody wanted to listen. But they put it out to the public like it was my fault. The world thinks to this day that it was my fault. That's not fair. Okay? I think that EnVogue really did get overlooked when it came to being paid and taken care of. We were making so much money, but everyone else was reaping the benefits of our labor. I know we got a little bit of money, but not nearly what the label made and not nearly what we deserved as artists. Here we go again. For you people who want to be in the industry, this is not something that's repetitive from low-level people in the industry. This is repetitive language and outcomes from A-listers. There has not been an A-lister that hasn't said that they was not compensated fairly. None of them. Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, none of them. Lil Richard, none of them. Everybody had to fight for what they deserved in that industry. All of them. Which should tell you by now that that's a racket. That if you're not coming in there with guns on the table, you're going to get beat. So again, according to Robinson, according to Dawn, each member of EnVogue received a $10,000 advance against royalties for the group's first album, Born to Sing. She said, we were fine with that, she says. We never had seen that kind of money. I was rich. I was singing in clubs one day. Then I had a check for $5,000 and then another $5,000 at the end of the recording process. But to get the same thing for the second album was an insult. Now, I want y'all to understand this, because when y'all keep saying that rappers, these people in the industry was getting bags and doing this, $5,000 was shit that we was taking out of one pocket if we went to Midtown and dig pockets as kids. In 1986, 87, 88, 89, $5,000 for a whole album? And then you got another $5 after you did the album? And you thought you was rich? Come on, man. But this is the mindset. I'm telling you, over and over again, dudes in the street was getting more bread than any rapper, any artist, any of that. We paid them no mind. So to see the reverse in this era, this bizarro world, is ludicrous. It's crazy. We know they ain't getting no bread. We know that. However, y'all let this social media age place them in a position that they not. These are clowns. These are soft, scary individuals, because there's no way in hell you're going to take my labor and piece me off. Chips. But we get it. It happens. To them, it's still happening now. Guarantee you, one of these A-listers right now going to come out and say they ain't getting their bread. I'm telling you that right now. So now, somebody who is well aware of how they get down in the industry as far as the money's concerned, still was signing on a dotted line without true representation, without a strong lawyer. You just keep signing. And now, the other day, all of a sudden, this viral confessional that you've been living in your whip. I smell cap. Okay? When I go to the IG page, excuse me, nothing there shows that you were living for 3 years in your whip. Now, whether it's the magic of social media or what you present, which I keep telling y'all, if she was living in her whip for the past 3 years and putting posts up the way she's been doing on her IG, I could imagine what a lot of these little musty ass IG influencers, bad bitches is really, really living like. I keep telling y'all, what they show you is what they want you to see. So how can somebody who really has had a career, a stellar career by all means, is taking bird baths in the Walmart parking lot? Joel Torres, much appreciation for funding the war effort. Thieves in suits in the music industry. Man, it's thieves in suits in every industry. I don't care if it's the music industry. I don't care if it's banking. I don't care if it's Wall Street. I don't care if it's politics. Okay? Thieves in suits is what this country is built on. But how many times are you going to keep playing the game? How many times are we going to keep sitting in front of the TV talking about, I wish that was my life? Now, I want you to understand, in all aspects, you see her with pictures of Jay-Z and Russell Simmons. Grippergate. She got pictures with Raphael Sadiq, DJ Ali, Shaheed Muhammad. I want y'all to get another layer with this. So now you have a beautiful, talented, melanated woman in an institution, and surrounding her is melanated men, and none of them protected her. Because the institution and the format and the regularity of how the industry works is to beat her at all costs. So again, we have somebody, a woman, black, traumatized because she was not protected. It is what it is. Y'all need to start ripping off the layers of this shit so now your kids can stop being influenced by these stupid ass ignorant people in the industry. So you can understand that. Let's pull the layers back. Black men were all around her. Nobody showed her how to handle her finances. Nobody put her in the program to get that cookie dust up off out of her nose. No one helped her to the degree of which now she talking about she taking bird baths and all that shit at the Chick-fil-A. She homeless. Come on now. Come on now. Talk about it. Talk about it. She got to go to the gym, wash her grippers, change panty drawers and all that in the gym, in the Target. Come on, yo. But however, you know me, I'm going through the IG, picture after picture, comment after comment, caption after caption. She got friends visiting her from Denmark. Oh, face, you mean to tell me that when you was having guests come over to see you, that you ain't had no crib to entertain them in? I bet you, her and a little old-faced white girl that brought their seed over all the way from Denmark. Because y'all was high school friends. Where did you entertain this woman and her son at if you've been homeless for 3 years? Where? And if that lady came all the way from Denmark to see you, why the hell, if you having such a hard time, Then you hot foot your ass back over there with her. You talking about you living with this dude from telly to telly, 8 months in a hotel, a co-manager? Come on now. Somebody playing in your face. Again, why it went viral yesterday, day before, wherever it went viral, why did we know this? Why didn't we know that before? You mean to tell me in 3 years, no fans saw them chinky eyes and said, oh shit, you can't get an autograph? And looked around and said, you living in your car, Ezel? Huh? Nobody? I mean, we seen Jaheim. We seen him. Jaheim twisted. When you that high up in the entertainment food chain, people notice you. No one saw her twisted. No one saw washing a cookie in Target or Walmart, only at the Costco. No one. You don't have not near publishing check. I know rappers that haven't had an album out in 15, 20 years and still get some type of publishing every month. You ain't get up out, and you had 3, you're getting checks. Maybe peanuts from EnVogue may not have had that album released on Interscope and Dre and them, but Lucy Pearl did numbers. You mean to tell me you can't go, excuse me, and see what is happening with streaming and all that? You ain't got no chips? Nah. Something ain't right. And if that's the truth, I'm telling you, nobody at this point should be trying to do anything in the industry. Y'all want to cancel and boycott Target, Walmart, and all that, and y'all not trying to target the entertainment industry? Y'all need to shut that shit down, all the way down. All the way down, because we looking at Angie Stone. We looking at Whitney. Looking at Craig Mack. Yeah, we looking at a whole lot. The whole math is not mathing and adding up. But the old face is eating off it. Trust and believe that because these individuals are gone, because their families are not legally, contractually obligated to get their paper, that don't mean paper's not being made. Okay? Well, salute. Salute to my brother Bliz spitting facts, and thank you to the moderators. Yes, thank my moderators for keeping this space clean. They'll get you right up out of class if you're acting an ass. Yeah, they don't play. So understand that. Money's being made. Trust and believe. You hear a song anywhere, it's being made, and they push a lot of songs overseas. A lot of artists today are still chasing paper from 89, 97, 2003. Because once you start updating, once these people start saying, well, you owe bread from here, this is why they keep trying to dead certain formats. Dead vinyl, dead the cassettes, dead the CDs, dead the way that those things were being pushed to the consumers, because now there's a count. So once they started to streaming shit and nobody could count because the numbers were so small, now it's another way to beat the artist. And y'all don't go up in them offices with y'all pistols blazing, What Nina Simone said. She traveled over the goddamn water. Where's my money? Seen money in the club. Where's my bread? Got that ratchet and popped at him. You gonna give me mine. Nina Simone tougher than a lot of these rappers who claim that they so street. But y'all got these little punk ass bagel meisters and these little slim ass banker dudes beating you. Oh, well, you signed right here. Really? Yeah, okay. Okay. Dawn, I don't believe you washing your little cookie up in Target. I don't. I don't. I don't. And if you are, and if you have no one, now mind you, she's of a certain age, says she was living with her mama. And her mama was, my mama is so angry, and that anger pushed off on me. Mama might not been angry. Mama might been having onset dementia or something, because your grown ass would not want to live with mama and see what's going on. Rather, you want to sleep in your car. A mature woman, a cougar, you'd rather sleep in the car than sleep with mama and them? Nah, I'm not having that. Vitamin Vision TV, much appreciation. Bliz, Jeffrey Owens was working at Trader Joe's. There's many accounts of celebs fading into obscurity and just working normal jobs or being homeless. Exactly. And there's reports that he went back to Trader Joe's. Okay? That could be true too. Don't care to know? I'm telling you, mama might have seen some of that powder laying around. Said, no, you getting your ass, you getting up out of here. Don't bring that Hollywood stuff in my house. Your nose always running, you're dripping, you're looking, and you're playing wind chimes and all that. No, you got to roll. Something ain't adding up. Okay? So don't let them play in your face, y'all. Ain't no pity party for that. We're not hearing that. No pity party. No pity party. You take your ass down to unemployment. You get your ass in the shelter. And you get back on your feet. That's what you do. That's what you do. You don't want to hear that. Nah. Now, wasn't going to stay that long on there, but I had to. So keep it moving, Dawn. We're not hearing that. We're not hearing that. How she put gas in the whip? I don't know. She ain't turned no tricks. Ain't nobody. And listen, I don't know. I'm telling you. 3 years in the whip, no refrigerator, nothing. And nobody got her on video. You ain't got an OnlyFans, nothing. Nobody tricked off on nothing. Nobody had no claims and no nothing. How you eating? Come on now. This is cap. And if it's not cap, there's ways to get back on your feet. I'm serious. She could do OnlyFans real quick. Real quick. Just like that. Just like that. She'll make a quick 100 grand. Easy. Dudes will be up on there real quick to see that cookie. Let me see that. Let me see it. Quick! If they doing it to the child, it's the Bernie Mac child. They doing that to her. Dudes is all up on there. And she ain't showing much. Not that that's a route, but it's an option. You can't sit here and tell me you living in a car and you ain't toe up. We see the IG, the latest pictures. You're not out of shape. You're not fat. Nothing. You can go get some glamour shots done, start an OnlyFans, off and run it till you get off the street. Seriously. So who you playing with? Who you playing with? Man, get your ass off of social media. Now, next up. Personal for me, for many reasons. Okay? And only because Moo and others sent it to me and questioned it and wanted to know what was up. Karl Kani, hip-hop fashion brand creator and owner, was on recently a podcast as they do. I don't know if it's chasing clout. I don't know what the hell it is, but him and Mike Tyson talking in front of an old fae. I am so disgusted and sick of this shit now. We haven't learned that speaking to and in front of the old and giving them descriptives of who we are, our cultures, our ways of life, and allowing them to flourish off of that intellectual property. If we aren't sick of that by now, I don't know. Okay? D-Haven, B, much appreciation. We see you up in the spotty spot. Mr. Marcy. So now, I'm telling you, I'm sick of it. Okay? Karl Kani with Mike Tyson talking about the clip that y'all sent. Karl saying that he is part of the 5% nation of gods and earths. This is something that he was a part of coming up. And Mike Tyson, oh yeah, 5%ers. Oh yeah, there's some bad dudes. I was a 5%er. Okay? Now, for me, there's no such thing as was. When you got knowledge of self, you got knowledge of self. Knowledge of self does not just empty up out of your brain. It doesn't. Not at all. However, Karl went there with it. And I'm not going to sit here and say that he wasn't. I want to know, how does that information benefit us in East New York, Brooklyn, who watched you from the rip? Okay? I want to know that. Karl Kani and Bliz's experience, story time. Damn it. Story time. Young Bliz, good and wild. Running the streets of East New York, running the streets of Brooklyn, running the streets of Manhattan, Bronx, Queens. Doing what anybody of a specific courage and rep was doing on a regular basis. Figuring it out what it was to be young, adolescent, mindless. Used to walk the hood on the regular. Had specific little meeting spots where dudes who were about specific action and knew each other and loved each other would frequent. Penn Mall, the game room, the community centers, the diner, White Castle. But it was one specific spot for certain individuals. My man Kenny Watt, who had part ownership in what? In the land, a property that was a gas station. It was a rundown gas station, and we used to sit in like a makeshift shed in the gas station. And Kenny Watt was getting money at this time. Yeah. So, not that was the immediate clique, but yo, certain dudes who was always venturing out, always going to clubs, Union Square, Latin Quarters, always running around, making motion, doing what we did. We would stop by because Kenny Watt would be in there with Dabba Chief, Big Duke. Yeah. And Cool Herc. Yeah. And they little set and they was getting money out of town. So we would come. And my man Tank, Big Tank. You understand? So we always knew we would go there and they were funny. It was joke time. That was just the spot we come through. We know, yo, who in the gas station? Let's go through. Jokes, 40s, all that. And that was the first time I ever heard of Karl Kani. They were selling jeans. They would come through, yo, support my man. Who that, son? Yo, it's Karl Kani. That time was just a little signature on a pair of jeans. And because it was from out the way, fucking, we getting money, we digging pockets, we coming home with thousands from Wall Street, from the Diamond Block, from Midtown, from Fifth Ave, from Trump Plaza. We done choked these old fays out. Where are you trying to get off here? We would buy the jeans and support. And because we wore them and support, and East New York was and still is, as it will always be, a center of creativity and people who were plugged. So because we was in the gas station and certain people was coming through, Ross from Spider-Man and Free Spidey would wear the jeans, right? Because Big Duke, in fact, Gary, who ended up being manager for Gangstar, right? These jeans started to get legs. And then, of course, everyone in Star City who was getting money in VA and Hampton, Norfolk. We supported it. Not thinking of it much, because it wasn't that. We were still wearing Gucci, Fila Velour sweats low. We was still doing what we do, but we made sure that, yo, let's go and buy this. Dudes is wearing it. Out of the blue, it started to get legs. It blows. Okay? By 9293, this shit is everywhere. Every rapper's wearing it. It's in all the magazines. But who from East New York benefited from it? No one. See, that's the curse of East New York. If I could sit here and give y'all a real breakdown of it, we always have somebody that's in the mix of A-list. I'm telling you that for a fact. But they get there and they forget. There's never no talent search in East New York. There's never no, yo, I'm bringing you through with me. None of that. Everybody who made it from the East have to struggle and make it on their own. And I'm talking about all the way back from the Fat Boys days. All the way to Jimmy Spicer days. Damn it, it's an East New York curse. That dudes get on and keep it moving. Karl is no different. Now, I don't ever recall hearing he was 5%. Ever. It ain't like I was frequently in Star City. No. Because from the history of it, we only knew certain people out there. We only knew certain people out there because if you was there as long as I knew, my father built it. One of the construction workers, supervisors on Star City. And since it was built on what they rumored to be swampland, he didn't want an apartment there. That's how we ended up in Penn Workman. Okay? And at one time, it was all white. It was predominantly white. So we would go out there and, yeah, let me get that bike, shorty. And you couldn't really go out there. Security, you had dogs. You couldn't do nothing in Star City. So only ones we knew was the live wires that always came out. Huh? Pound Foods, the BH Addicts, Psych. Rocky, dudes who, yeah, was in that like that. Karim, Arif, Monty and all them dudes. They was coming. I didn't know Karl like that. But he threw a name in this mix. He said Prince. Prince Love was his enlightener. And gave him the degrees, and he had an attribute, and I'm like, okay, this is what's being said now. I'm trying to figure out in 2025, why are we hearing this for the first time? Did plenty of interviews and plenty of magazines. I never heard him quote no degree. Never heard him say nothing about the nation of gods and earth. Never. Why now? Why now? Why are we supposed to know that information about you now? And why are you saying it in front of an Ofe and Mike Tyson? I'm trying to get this. Because if you were that, and still that was a part of the theme that you had growing up, how does the nation benefit from that? How did it benefit from that? Because I'm going to tell you right now, we never had a Karl Kani flagship store in East New York or Brownsville. Never, ever. So the community that was so instrumental in your makeup, because again, you claim that this is what I had to know my lessons. You couldn't walk out the house, you couldn't be outside and not know your lessons, you get beat up. But the lessons, you being God, assured you a safe passage in Brooklyn. That's what him and Mike agreed to. And I'm going to tell you right now, that wasn't right and exact. Because if you wasn't Godbody, you ain't care nothing about him. I'll let you know that right now. It wasn't no walk in the park, because his enlightener, Prince Love, yeah, I seen him get parked many a times for his gazelles and all that. Like I told you, East New York, we had 3 or 4 Debos per 2 or 3 buildings. Bullied out. Deboed out all through. So if you was Godbody, you better have a knuckle game too. Yeah. It wasn't no cakewalk just because, peace, God. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. There's a lot of people who was ignorant as hell, didn't have knowledge of self, and they ain't care nothing about it. So making an attempt to see why you Hummer stunting online. Okay? Because at your apex of Karl Kani, when you scurried your ass about to LA and Suge was trying to hang you upside down and you trying to come back home for help after you done left and deaded dudes, nah, homie, you on your own. Why that wasn't part of this little interview? See, these are the things that people omit in social media. People omit the shit when they was getting ran around cars and shit like that, when they was ducking and dodging. Everybody's tough online. Everybody of a particular age made it through the 80s and the 90s unscathed. No, y'all didn't. No, y'all didn't. Especially in East New York. Especially in East New York. Marley Marl, peace and power. Much appreciation for the super chat. I let a lot of people live, but I seen a lot of people get scraped up. I seen a lot of people put on punishment. And that's for real. It was a time dudes was scared to go to the train station. Cabinet and shit. But I let people live. Because people got kids and they got grandkids. But ain't no was 5%. Ain't no was knowledge of self. When you got knowledge of self, that's forever. When you know your degrees, that's forever. Ain't no smirking and what you're supposed to know. And my name was. Were you playing with this? You don't play with that. So to all the guards out there, if y'all run into him, he better piece y'all up. If not, park him the way he said dudes would park them back then. There's a lot of dudes fronting and cloaking and hiding and talking about who they were and what they were about. That shit don't leave. It doesn't. And if it left, that means you forced it out. Forced it out. Supreme math don't leave. Alphabets don't leave. The 1 to 10 don't leave. It don't leave you. But to each his own. To each his own. Again, people believe that they're the only ones that lived during a certain era. That they were the only ones there doing what they was doing. Keep forgetting that dudes was a part of that. That people push for that. That energy helped you get to where you was at. A lot of dudes. What do you think separated Karl Kani from FUBU? From a whole lot. There was a lot of brands and startups then. A lot. But because of the energy of where you came from and what you said you were and who you represented, you got walked through. You know what it means to say you from East New York in certain spaces? And you just forget? You crazy? Told you that in the can. Go in any joint. If somebody don't know you, they not familiar with me, the first thing people ask, yo, where you from? East New York. And that's it. That's it alone. Now they got to think. Hold up. And you can see it in their face and in their energy. Rhonda Grant, what's up? I'm telling you. Where you from? East New York. Now they got to think. Damn. Is he one of them dudes? Yeah, one of them dudes. That's half the battle. So a lot of people think it's because of them where they are now and how they got there. Most of the times, you wearing that. You wearing the struggle. You wearing the fisticuffs. You wearing the work that other individuals put in. Because other people seeing who you attached to. Yeah, East New York. Yeah, I'm an East New York dude. What? That's it. Coming from a space where people ain't even know where the East was. Where if you would tell a cab driver you going to East New York, they, where? Just go ahead, drive, man. We'll tell you when you get there. They ain't even know where we was at. We banged out for that through the 80s and 90s to put people in position to when they go in boardrooms, when they go in anything that's hip-hop orientated, when they ever have to go through the can or the Allen or whatever, dudes had carte blanche for a second. It backed people up. Okay? But that wasn't an automatic shit that you just came out and blew up. I remember when I was with one of the most prominent urban sports brands before they even got off the School of Hard Knocks. Y'all remember that? Huh? SOHK? You remember that? Martin was even wearing it. Okay? Everywhere. Guerrilla marketing, guerrilla porn. I plugged him with an individual. Yeah, what up, Gerard? Wherever you may be. Plugged him with people that wanted to finance and buy in. And again, 100% of nothing is 100% of nothing. And what happened? It's like on Shark Tank, you missed the deal. And all the rest of them blew. East New York is always around. Okay? Always. Carl, stop playing. Stop playing. When y'all sitting on these platforms and y'all trying to gather resource and trying to gather clout, and it's only for you, we lurking. The truth is always lurking. Y'all see him on the thumbnail with them shoes on and the MJ beaded gloves. That's representation of somebody who was so engaged in hip-hop fashion. Shoes, tight-ass slacks, and MJ gloves? Huh? Was that somebody who was playing? Who wasn't really part of the environment? It just happened to be there. Stop playing. And on that note, make sure y'all come back to class with all 10 fingers and 10 toes. Classroom assistants, much appreciation for holding class down. My sniper don't play. You understand? Okay? To those who funded the war effort, much appreciation to you. To those who didn't, we know what y'all doing. We know what you're here for. And the trolls, we salute y'all. What up, trolls? You won't get no distraction point over here. We steamroll over y'all. This ain't the spot for it. My paperwork good. Always been good. Shout out to Ja. Where you at, Ja? Put your name in the chat. Paperwork good. Strong Island, stand up. The real Godbody. Stand up. Peace to the gods and earths. Okay? Just definitely, Joel. East New York, stand tall. And again, they be in the building on a minimal. So when the class really blows up, we gonna see who really, really was there and who wasn't. I know who's here. I know who support. Trust and believe that. It's a curse not only of East New York, but of black people, period. You never support until it's too late. Until the others is looking and saying, yo, that's a great thing there. It's too late then. You dig? Truckers, don't drive a cat shit in your eye. Pull over. Get some rest. Stay away from them rest. Stop thoughts. Get your load and get back to your family safely. My educators keep educating. Anybody with merch or a brand, man, put it in the comments and stop playing. Mahogany, put your brand now. Marshy, where Marshy at? Get your makeup joint on there. Molly, get your music on there. This is how we rolling. We're not playing. Ultimate support for everybody. Everybody push everything to Haven. God damn it, put the DVD, put the goddamn documentary in the comments. Okay? Huh? Let's go. Ultimate support for everybody all the way around. We don't need the old faith. Build each other up. That's what you do. And pull up out of these systems. Don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. Believe in my belief in you. That's what we doing here. All right? And 55 gang, get y'all grades up.